Hello, Virgo. Happy birthday. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your September 2024 mini tarot reading. And you all know my nephew, Tanner. I'm so proud of you, Tanner, for all you've done this year. Happy birthday. Also to my friend Ann that I do the Spirit Fest events with. Happy birthday. And to Jax, happy birthday to you. Also a reminder, it is the equinox this month on the 22nd of September. And some of the things you might want to do could be different than what I do. I have an autumn blessing box where I write down all the things I have gratitude for that I can think of, and there's many. And then I write down things that I'd like to see happen or blessings for other people, and then I burn them at the end of the month. That's my gig. But you can Google other things. Make sure you do speak out though or write down what you have gratitude for, and guess what? More will come. Get out in nature at least that day and do something. Get your feet on Mother Earth and feel some of her energy. Maybe you want to have a bonfire. Do what is not, there's so many things you could do. One other thing I like to do, eggs stand straight up on that day. I've done it for years and it's never failed me, so it's something you want to try. Just make sure you're on the table and they don't land on the floor. But with that said, let's see what's coming up for you, Virgo, this month in September 2024. Here we go. Let's take a look. Come on, here we go. What is coming for our Virgo friends? For us Virgos, I should say. Oh, something you're waiting for is definitely going to show up for you. And I feel it's almost like you're waiting for, I don't know if you're waiting to learn something or you're, excuse me, waiting to hear from somebody. As it looks like it's coming. Something you've waited for is right before you. If you're waiting to hear about something, maybe you were waiting to hear about school, excuse me, or hearing from a friend. I just feel like there's going to be different messages for different folks. Also, all that crazy worry we had and chaos that's been going on, I feel like things now are going to start falling into place. Excuse me. Here we go. If you had an argument with somebody, guess what? They heard you. That's a win-win for you. And you don't have to raise your voice or do anything. And because of that, by knowing that, it's going to be much easier for you. Gosh, I can't. I'm on September and now I'm starting to cough. Sorry about that. Definite change on the way too. It looks like things that you've been waiting for, wanting to see. You have spirit help around you in a different kind of way. You're going to know you're blessed and have many blessings around you. You're going to have reasons to celebrate, not only this month, but throughout the rest of the year. Sorry. Here it seems like, okay, I had disappointment in love. Maybe things weren't exactly as the way you wanted it. Something about that's going to change, but you have to be able to speak up, Virgo. You have to be able to say, no, that just isn't working like that for me. And that's hard for a lot of Virgos. Can't go back and change the past, but we can do the here and now. We can be better. We can make a commitment to, to one another if you're in a relationship. Here it says abundance is yours. Don't let the Tower card interrupt again. Over and over and over, something from the past popping up that keeps you from having the Empress card, which is a blessing. It could be abundance. Most people think of money with abundance, which yes, it can be, but it can be joy, bliss, and ease also. Also can be the pregnancy card. So if that's not something you're wanting, you know what not to do. It looks like the travel you've wanted to do, wow, it looks like you're going to be. Ace of Swords says victory is going to be yours. It says schooling or learning things are going to be important this month. I don't know if you're working on a project or you've been trying to learn something new, but it says what you're working on is going to be more successful than you thought it was going to be. So, and quickly something comes. I don't know if you're waiting for an idea or you're waiting for something to click, a formula. It's going to be different for different people. It says, don't carry around guilt from the past. Preparedness in reverse tells us to look back on the past, let go of the guilt, or things that didn't work out the way you thought they would. Everything's not your fault. Maybe you have a foolish mistake you think you made, but it was foolish to you, but not to anybody else. I don't know who that message is for. It says you're nobody's fool, Virgo. Nobody's fool, none whatsoever. But here we go with the Ace of Wands. the World and the Six of Pentacles, which means to me, or I'm hearing, that there's brand new beginnings, beginning of a journey, beginning of a love, beginning of a family, something new that is beginning. It could even be a change in what you're working on, but it's going to be big for a lot of you. And alms dispense with justice means money is on the way because of it. So if you're working on a project for work, or you're writing up a report about something that changes things, gosh, I just feel like this could be a lot of different things for different folks. But I almost feel like someone or people are writing up papers that get published that actually change things. I don't know what you call that, but it's a big deal. And young or old, it says this here could be really big. If you're working on something electronic, or, you know, I don't care if it's a better mousetrap, but whatever you're writing up could change things. And what I have here is the Nine of Cups, which means wishes granted. With the Sun card, this is great joy for you, so overdue. Your intuition is going to lead you a lot quicker than you think. So if you get that feeling, you know, everybody has intuition. I just think a lot of people don't realize it, or they don't think it, you know, oh, that can't be right. But when you learn how to use your intuition, and as simple as practicing, oh, someone's at the door, I wonder who it is, or a phone call, or what's in the mail, whatever. Everybody has intuition, and it gets better the more you use it. Over and over and over again. Wheel of Fortune says things are going to get much better. It says, I feel like there could be some official commitments made, whether that's signing a contract or just agreeing with somebody to make a change, or this is how it's going to be from this day forward. It says excuses are gone now, and talk is important, but don't say things that you don't mean. What you say, and say what you mean, is what I'm trying to say here. And then stand up for yourself. If you think something's not exactly right or right for you, don't just walk away. You don't have to antagonize. You don't have to accuse, but you need to speak up for yourself. I feel like your strengths are going to be really brought to the forefront. And it says, don't give your power away. You know, you think you might think, well, that's a dumb idea, but I'll say it anyway, only to find out it's exactly what was needed for the equation, or for the report, or whatever you're working on, or what you know, if it's at work, school, whatever. It says, really trust yourself. There is going to be gaiety in the midst of change, meaning things go really good, then they're not so good, then they're good, then they're not so good. But that's kind of the way life is anyway. But I do feel like this is a time for you to work on your wants, wishes, and daydreams. And you can have this many. You can have 7, 8, 9, 10. Put them on a shelf. Okay, for 10 minutes, I'm going to work on number 1. Okay, yep, put it back. Then 2, and then so on. Just don't try to work on them all at one time. I think we had this something last month or the month before like this, I feel, for Virgo. You can have as many wants, wishes, and daydreams, but focus on one at a time. And that doesn't mean you have to do one and then 2 years later start on number 2. You can work on each of them every day, but you want to put it here, work on it, put it back up, take the next one down, that type of thing, if you understand what I'm saying. Almost like apprenticeship, the changes that are coming are going to be like an apprenticeship, like, oh, that's working for me. And then you kind of forget about, nope, I know how to fix this, or I know how to speak to that person, whether it be your mom, your lover, your friend, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, whatever. It just says it's going to be like an apprenticeship this month, learning different ways to do things. I also feel like this card's come up a lot today with the same meaning. The 7 of Pentacles is money. I'm waiting for some kind of money to come. You might have this much now, but there's much more behind it. And I don't know if that's from work, an inheritance, or what. Maybe it's luck. And I hate saying that. If it's supposed to be lottery, 1 ticket, not 100, not 50, not 25. It can be just 1 ticket if you want. I don't know, but I just feel there's money coming here. You're going to be making some choices with the 2 of Swords. But I have the Magician here, which is going to help you. Magician is like a manifester. And if you don't know what to do, again, okay, universe, do I choose red or blue? Red or blue? No answer, not time to choose. That's my philosophy. It works for me. Feel free to try it for yourself. That feeling of being alone or sadness from the past that seems to creep up. Maybe you're missing someone from the past. But remember this. I don't know why I want to say this today, but I can't get it out of my head. is if you have lost somebody and you're dreaming about them when you go to sleep. I've been told by 2 medicine men, actually, that that's not a dream. You are actually with that person. I hope that gives you a little solace or makes you feel better. Worrying about stuff brings more of the same. Hard, I know, not to do, especially us Virgos. We like to worry. And when I catch myself doing it, I say cancel, clear, and then I turn it around and give it to the universe or give it to spirit and say, please, please take care of this for me. You have lots of spirit help around you, more than you realize. When you feel like this picture, and if you can't see it, it is the 8 of Swords, which is, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe it's time to do nothing and relax, breathe, and then use the Ace of Cups, my very favorite card on the planet. And the Ace of Cups says when your mind is filled with spirit, fills your body to overflowing. What you think about, you become. So if you're thinking, oh my God, I'm stuck like this, I'm never going to get out of here, cancel, clear. Show me the way out. Guide me. Yeah, simple as that. And then really trust and listen. Those of you that are single, could be an interesting month. You may have already met somebody and you don't realize who that is. They could be leading you to somebody else, like just a friend, or maybe you dated somebody, but you're going to meet somebody somehow because of that person, which could be a really long time relationship. If you have anything legal going on, get it taken care of. Don't let it fester. I do feel like there's some travel possible. I don't even know that it's a long travel. It could be across town. It could be, you know, across the country. I'm just saying, you're going to have some choices to make about that. Well-deserved. You can't work all the time, Virgo. You need to take a little personal time here. Also, it says that I feel like with the 6 of Wands, victory's yours in more ways than one. You have many victories, and if you haven't, unfortunately, had any in a while, you're going to get a wake-up call or an aha moment where you're going to see. Sometimes even the smallest thing that you have gratitude for can grow into something big. Please think about that if you would. And now let's get this picked up and do your love and money pulls and see what is coming for you, my Virgo friends. Let's see. Ooh. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Now those are shuffled. We're going to cut these and see what is coming up in the love department. Not only for Jax, but for the Virgos this month. Let's take a look here. Oh, we have the 10 of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups. And we have the 5 of Swords. A lot of people say this is going to be negative, but it says that feeling of disappointment after disappointment. I feel this is kind of for single people in a way. Is like, you know, I'm not giving my heart away anymore because I just get dumped on or, you know, dumped off, or I walk away. But it says with the 5 of Swords here, it says just be open for love to show up. Hard when you've been hurt, you've waited a long time, or you've been afraid to even acknowledge that it's possible. I do feel like, especially if you're disappointed or just recently were disappointed, it truly is clearing the way for someone to step in. So please keep that mind open to that possibility. And let's see what's coming up in the financial department for our Virgo friends. What is coming for Virgo in the financial department? Let's do a cut here, 2, 3. Let's see here. Oh, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the Lovers card. And we have the Sun card. Wow. The 9 of Cups to me says wishes granted or things that are possible. Lovers is making a choice because we're talking about finances here. So it looks like, well, I hate even saying about lucky. If you're feeling lucky, go buy 1 lottery ticket, not 100, not 10. I once told that to a lady that, you know, it looks like you're going to be lucky. And she bought like 50 tickets, a scratch off, I think they were. And I said, why did you do that? She said, well, you said I was going to be lucky. And I said, well, did you win? Yeah, the first two were good. So if you're meant to win, you don't need, usually I feel more than one. But with that said, I do feel like luck is all around you. And remember that, call on it, and then believe it. If you can conceive it and you can believe it, it's certainly going to be achieved for you. Just improvement. Might be slow but sure, but it's overdue. And I believe it's right before you. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss. Thank you, Virgo. Happy birthday to all of us. And I'll see you again next month.